Let's give him everything we got left. Please put your hands together for Jerry Wayne Longmire.
God bless y'all for sticking in there. Give it up for everybody you already seen. So I had to fill out unemployment work during COVID, like all the shit. Never been unemployed in my life before. I had to fill out that shit, and it made me come down to the office. And a little gal behind the desk, she said, Mr. Longmire, I didn't know what your learning style is. Do you know what your learning style is? I don't know what the fuck my learning style is. I said, what is that? I don't understand the question. She goes, well, is it like audio or visual? I was like, I don't know. I was raised by old hillbillies, and they pretty much just yelled homophobic slurs at me until I learned how to do shit. She's like, that's not what I mean at all. I was like, well, I don't know if you heard the story. It sounds like it's fucking audio, bitch. I mean, need a check. Sometimes I wish I didn't have this accent. I can't turn it off. I'm stuck with it. That's what I got. I wish I had a British accent, right? Because people listen to fucking British people, right? I got ideas, and people are like, nope. British guys like jet fuel melt steel, and everybody's like, what? I've been saying that shit for 5 years. British guys can say whatever the fuck. They walk around, they're like, hey, you daft cunt, right? And everybody's okay with it. Hey, you daft cunt. Let me walk in a room and call somebody a daft cunt. They're like, dude, my wife's sitting right here. I'll whip your ass. Don't you talk like that. Okay, I just got booked on a show where I get to go to England. I can't fucking wait. I just be walking around the streets of London. What's up, you daft cunt? Woo! Somebody asked me for a cigarette. I can't say that word. Some of you know. I'm fat. I'm sure you haven't noticed. Thank you for that. I get reminded on a daily basis because I TikTok. You fucking young motherfuckers are mean. Goddamn, man. I don't know, I post any video. 300 people show up and tell me I'm fat. Like I fucking forgot. I posted a fucking political video. And they were like, oh, you look like you're on 600-pound life. What does that mean? I don't know politics. If anything, it's evidence I've been sitting on my ass reading. Oh, damn, I accidentally ate up whole pizza while I was on the phone one time. I'm aware. My Apple Watch goes into cardio when I tie my shoes. I know. I have mirrors. I have an unhealthy relationship with food. I'm aware. Fucking dickheads. You're fat. I'm aware. I had to have surgery last year, you know? It's just fucking not a big deal, but they had to put me under for the anesthesia, and the anesthesiologist like, ooh. Don't be fat at the hospital. I seen Grey's Anatomy. They don't give a fuck about you. Anesthesiologist like, oh, buddy, boy, you're about 100. We don't need to guess, motherfucker. Just, you can see my numbers. He's like, well, I'm a little worried about putting you under. I'm gonna run some tests on you, mate. He ran every fucking test on me, and he was so disappointed when he came back with no findings. Like he wanted something to be wrong. He was like, come back. He's like, man, I checked you to see if you're diabetic. Not diabetic. you're not pre-diabetic, your cholesterol's good, EKG was pretty great, fuck. And then I fell asleep for like 2 minutes and snored. He's like, sleep apnea! Right there! You're gonna die because you're fat! Thank you. Fucking dick. Shit. I'm done with that part. It just pissed me off. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot. I'm thick-skinned, but that was a lot. You got 9,000 people on TikTok going, you're fat! Like, fucking no! Man, fuck! I buy my pants. I'm aware. What's happening? Mean little cocksuckers. I don't fucking how's that? Like, how pathetic a human are you that your first instinct when somebody presents an idea that is different to you is like, well, fuck you because you're fat. Right? Like, are you fucking with wheelchair kids? Are you making fun of Down syndrome's kids when they don't fucking agree with you? Like, fuck you, dicks. All right, let's move past that. That's not fun. I had a vasectomy recently. That was a lot of fun. Different surgery. Well, I mean, look, I'm 44. I got 2 fucking kids. I don't want any more surprises, right? That was like one more than what I was shooting for, right? No offense. I like him. He's all right. But it was not to go, you know? And I was like, well, I don't want any more surprises. And believe it or not, I'm fat, but I still like to fuck, so. Apparently my shit was working too good, so I was like, I need to just put the brakes on this, you know? Me and my wife talked about it. I said, man, I'm gonna go down to, because I wanted to support women's rights and shit and try to be cool. And so I was like, I'm gonna go down to Planned Parenthood and get a vasectomy. Ladies, if you're thinking about going to Planned Parenthood, you fucking message me and I will help you raise money to go somewhere better. They don't have any funds! Don't fuck with them! Oh my God, that guy pulled on my balls for 30 minutes and it was like, one of your balls is a little weird. I can't do this. Motherfucker, you better put a ring on. We's married now, bitch. I'm from East Texas. We done went farther than I went with half my... That's a different thing. He did. He told me he couldn't do it. He said my balls were messed up. He couldn't do it. He said they're testicular torsion, which is a terrible sounding word, right? Like one of them is all tangle-fied and shit. You're learning a lot about me now, sir. I mean, I knew one of them hung a little higher than the other, but I didn't think nothing about it. I just thought that shit was normal. I didn't know it was going to cause problems at the fucking doctor's office. So I was like, well, I still really want to get this fucking vasectomy because I'm dealing with shit my dad didn't have to deal with, you know? Like, my dad's like, oh, well, this is what parenting's about, and none of that shit is fucking happening. Man, one of my kids come up and told me they was non-binary. My dad didn't have to fucking deal with shit like that, you know? I didn't even know what to say to my kid. I was like, fuck, daddy ain't good at math either. You come by that shit honest. You ain't Kimberly, shit it out, bro. So I went to a better doctor, and it's a weird deal. Like, I've been married 15 years, you know? Like, and I'm a faithful man. I ain't got no kids outside my marriage. I ain't had no dalliances outside of my marriage. And the next thing I know, I'm in this doctor's office, and I got my legs up in stirrup like I'm about to give birth. Like, is this a fat joke? I don't like this either. And then he's down there playing with my balls. He's like rotating them and like inspecting them and shit. Which, I'm not gonna lie, he had gentle hands. It felt nice. And then his nurse, who's not an unattractive lady, comes over here and takes a piece of surgical tubing and wraps it around the head of my, like if you were gonna harvest a mushroom and you just wanted to pull the cap off, and she just grips that little thing right there, and she's gonna hold it out of his way so he can do his work, right? And he's got me on, I got the nitrous oxide, you know, I'm fucking, and then all of a sudden, you know, I think she's just gonna hold it out of his way, but she starts like, she's like fucking bass fishing. I don't know what that means. And he's, and I experienced a thickening, you know? And it's embarrassing, it's weird, it's shameful, and I'm like, I love my wife, stop touching my dick. And everybody lies to you about that shit. They're like, worst thing about it is poking the ball back. That ain't the worst thing about it. Because then you go home for 2 weeks, and you look like you're smuggling a rotten grapefruit in a mushroom cap. I couldn't even piss. I was trying to go take a leak, and just the shit's going everywhere. Well, this is the way it is now. Get down here with my sore nuts and mop all this up when I'm done. And I don't fuck with painkillers, you know. And so he was like, well, you know. So I was like, no, I got this, doc. I'll just go home. I'll just smoke weed. I'll be cool. Right? Takes a lot of weed to make you forget about giant nuts. I was smoking. And then I would watch funny videos on my phone, but then I'd fall asleep because I was getting high, and then the phone would fall on my nuts. I'd wake up, gotta smoke more weed. It's a vicious cycle. Hey, you guys have been fun. I'm Jerry Wayne Longmire. I love you.